Hey guys, it's me, Christy. So it turns out I'm not going to be working today. I've already missed my window of opportunity. I could have gone in and helped, but I didn't know if I needed a hard hat. I didn't know if I had a hard hat. I was trying to get hold of Eric because he was already in there to ask him if I needed one. And then to ask him if he could come and walk me in, because the last time I tried to go in the building without him and without a hard hat, the people stopped me at the door and told me how to wait outside, and I felt really stupid standing there, and I just didn't want to go through that again. So I had hoped he would get my message and come out here, but he didn't. Now it's almost lunchtime. They're finished getting the rooms ready, so there's really nothing for me to do. So I will just make another video, because for the last couple days, for some reason, I just can't stop making videos. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a good thing. So I just put up the first, what I'm calling in a series, or first episode of the self-help exercises for the depression and anxiety stuff that I've been discussing lately. And I really want to just talk you guys' ear off about this. But I'm going to take a break from that, and I'm just going to make this video about what's been going on. So yesterday, or the day before yesterday, Eric started telling me that he wanted to give a little bit of, add a little bit of decoration to our fish tanks. And I don't know if you know this. If you have any kind of aquarium, you probably know that decorations and plants and things like that can be quite expensive. Well, maybe not for everybody. Kind of expensive for us. But, so we looked into and decided that we would gather things from nature that we could use to decorate our tanks. So yesterday when we got home from work, that's what we did. We went down to the end of this road. There's a construction area over there, but past that, our road used to be a road that goes through, and they turned it into a dead end. And a lot of times at the end of this road, people like to dump their trash. We found a lot of good stuff out there. We got a wheelbarrow from there. We found lots of copper and brass. But yesterday we found these smooth round stones, just piles and piles of smooth round stones. So we picked up a bunch of those. We found some bigger rocks that were kind of on the smooth side. And then we found some different types of hardwoods. We found pieces of old clay pots, old clay bricks, all around our yard and down at the end of this road. And then we brought them home, and we found out that you can sterilize these things by using using several different methods. You can try the bleach method, but that is just scary for me because you can hurt your fish if you don't do it right. You can bake the rocks, but you can also sterilize them if you wash them off first, and while they're still a little wet, you put them in the microwave small bits at a time and set the microwave for 2 minutes at least, and that is enough usually to sterilize any bacteria that could contaminate the tank. As for the wood, if you want to put wood and you don't have access to driftwood, you need to find trees that are considered hardwood. That is, they don't get soft when they get wet. And then you're going to need to soak them, probably for several days. But you soak them, you dispose of the first batch of water, you soak them again, dispatch. Get rid of that water. You keep doing this until the water no longer gets murky or dirty or anything. And also this does another thing, which is it waterlogs the logs and allows them to sink to the bottom of the water instead of floating at the top of the tank. Now you could float some on the top of the tank if you want. I did that for a while with one of the tanks. Tank number 2, if you have been following my channel for a while, you'll know that one of the tanks has a branch in it. Anyway, so that's what we did. We went outside, we collected stuff, we cleaned it up, we baked what we needed, or sterilized what we needed to sterilize. We've got the logs soaking in water, and we added a lot more gravel to each of the tanks. We also put in a clay brick, like a half of a brick. We turned it upside down. You know, the clay bricks, the red bricks with the holes in them. Turn that upside down so it gave the fish kind of a, it only had one hole. so they can kind of swim through. And also from that, we got kind of a natural air stone because I guess there was air, or I'm guessing it's air, oxygen trapped inside the brick, and it started coming out, you know, in the form of bubbles, a stream of small little tiny bubbles in the water. So kind of a natural air stone. I don't think it's going to last forever, but. And then I also found this really cute glass bottle, kind of an older glass bottle with an opening that was wide enough that the fish would be able to get in and get out of. So we kind of set that on its side, kind of catty corner, so the opening was like this, and it was kind of laying, and then we put rocks around it, so that, you know, just to give the fish get bored. They get bored. So we're trying to give them a more fun atmosphere, I guess. And so that was fun. That was something fun to do. I also started cutting out words and phrases and letters for my recovery journal. I need some letters to be able to stick to the front of it to decorate it and put a name to it. And then maybe when I'm doing some of my journaling, I can use the letters or words or phrases or whatever to help me get creative. What else? Eric went detecting in the yard while I was working on some things, and he found a wheat penny, a really old lighter from like the 50s that would have had a wick instead of a whatever it is that we have in like Zippo lighters now. Very old. And he found a 45 bullet casing, and something I don't think he was able to get it clean. We tried, but it looked like a coin until we got some of the rust off of it, and then it looked like an older kind of Girl Scouts pin. And he said that he had seen or heard or something that the Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts have rings, sterling silver rings. So anyway, he got really excited because he found all of that in one little area of our yard, and we have yet to find anything really, really, really good in our own yard. We find stuff in neighboring yards. I'm always messing with my nose, and I'm sure that's just what you want to see is me just, anyway. So it was nice that he was able to find something in our yard. Oh, we also found some lava rock. It's called lava rock. I think it's actually lava rock that we're going to either use for decoration or for a filtering substance. Yeah, because you can make homemade filters using some kind of, oh my gosh, my words are escaping me. Some kind of porous substance for the bacteria to develop colonies in, and then like quilt batting or cotton, like a more coarse form of cotton, or even like the those green thin scrub pads that you use, just the thin green ones, or maybe blue, I don't know. Either way, you can make homemade filters, and you can also make a homemade siphon. He found a piece of a garden hose, and if you take a water bottle or a soda bottle or whatever with the top on it, the female end, or not, sorry, the male end, and you cut that bottle in half, so you take off the bottom piece of it, and then you screw that into the female end of the water hose so that you have like I'm just going to refuse to talk until my words decide to cooperate. A funnel, yes, that's attached to the hose, and you put it in the tank and fill it with water, lift it up, let it start running through the hose, you know, let gravity do its thing, and when it starts running out, put it back in the water, and you can use it as like a vacuum, so you don't have to pay $20 for one at the pet store. So that's cool. And then I found a channel called the Mind Boggle, something like that. And I actually linked one of the things that they did on their channel, or maybe it wasn't them, maybe it was another channel I was watching. But they said that they could guess your age by using simple math, and they did. They guessed my age. At the beginning, you pick a number, and at the end, the result will be a number, a 3-digit number that is, the first number is the number you started with, and the second two numbers are the numbers in your age. and it got it right for both Eric and I, and he didn't even know I was taking it, but I finished it, and I was like, hey, try this. They can guess your age by using math, and he's like, no. And he chose a different number, and he didn't tell me what his number is, so at the end we compared, and he got 834 because I started with 8 and I'm 34, and he got 134 because he started with 1 and he's 34. And we were just like, how can they do this? Because they don't change. The numbers in the problem don't change. All the steps that you're doing don't change. The only thing that changes is the number that you start with and your age. So how is this one math problem able to guess everybody's age no matter how old they are or what number they start with? Doesn't make any sense. But that was fun. So I will link that for you. I linked it in my last video, but I'll link it for you here if you want to check that out. Maybe you can learn the magic trick and, like, be a magician. I'm going to do it with my kids. Yes. Okay, well, I kind of know their age, so that wouldn't really work. Maybe I could teach them to do it, and they can do it for their kids. Their friends. And what else did I do? I did a lot of work on a lot of watching of TED Talks and thinking about things. And I already told you guys, but I'm super excited about learning all these new, I guess, coping skills or self-help exercises, and I can't wait to start. I should probably be doing that right now since I have the time, but I want to talk to you guys instead. What else? Hello? I don't know. Oh, we're broke. Paid my car payment this morning. I went to the bank, and when I pulled up there, it was like 7:15 in the morning, so the bank wasn't open yet, and I just went up to the walk-up ATM, and I went to put in my card, and someone had left their card in the ATM. So at lunchtime, I'm going to run back up to the bank and turn it in, so hopefully they can get it back to the person who owns it. I pulled out the money that I needed to make my car payment, and I took care of that this morning, and it left us with less than $50 in the bank to make it till Thursday. So that's fun. That's fun. I'm trying not to stress about it right now, and I'm just going to work on trying to figure out ways of making extra money. I know that I do have $20 on my Fronto account that I can transfer over to my PayPal, and the great thing about that is that it's instant, so I don't have to wait days or weeks to get it. And then still, fingers crossed, hoping that I'll get my payment from my brand-sponsored campaign that I did earlier this year. So, and then we have lots of scrap metal that we could take to the scrapyard. We should have done it yesterday because they're closed on the weekends. And then we still have pennies that we could roll up and take back to the bank. So maybe when I go take this card back up, to the bank, I'll ask them for penny rollers. Because I don't know if you know this or not, but you can get free coin things from your bank. So we can roll it. We'll make it. We'll be all right. Next week is going to be a totally different story. Next week, Eric's not even going to have 30 hours on his check, and I didn't get any hours, and we're still behind on rent. We tried so hard to get caught up these last couple weeks. We're more caught up than we were, but we're still not anywhere. We're fixing to start another month, and we still have $460 left on this month's rent. So it's going to be almost $1,000 that we're behind if we don't somehow catch up in the next week. But we'll figure it out. No reason to stress about it. We're gonna get through it. We have gotten through everything else. We are not falling apart yet. We still have a roof over our heads, and we still eat every day, and we still have a car to drive, and we're still alive. It's gonna be okay. So let's try to keep that in mind. It's gonna be stressful, and it's gonna be hard, and it's gonna suck, but we're gonna be okay. So there's that. I think I need my inhaler. I'm so rude. I have no manners. I'm just coughing on you guys and belching on you guys and like rubbing my face and my nose, and I'm just a mess. I know there was other things I wanted to talk to you guys about, but as always, I get on here and I can't remember anything. It's like my mind just goes blank, and then I just start rambling about nothing and everything, and it's so stupid. Halloween is coming very quickly. 10 days till Halloween. I hope that we do something this year. I would like to get a pumpkin. I don't think it's going to happen. Aw, that sucks. The next paycheck, the really bad one, is going to fall on the week of Halloween, so there won't be anything. Darn it, man. That sucks. Thanksgiving is next. That's always fun. I love food. I love food so much. And then Christmas, we were supposed to start layaway last month, and we didn't. Christmas is always so hard. So I guess I'm just going to end this video here because I obviously can't remember anything else that I wanted to talk to you guys about. So if you're interested in seeing what we've done with the fish tanks and you want to know how maybe you can do it yourself, just let me know. Comment section below and I will share that stuff with you. I'm going to try to do another video for the second channel. The first one I did was it's titled The Best Defense is a Good Offense. Totally stole that from everyone who's ever said it before me. But it's about how to get stuff done when you're depressed. And it's different exercises that you can try to do. And then the other one I think I'm going to do is on loneliness and how to cure loneliness. I mean, this is not like, I'm not saying it's going to work, but these are exercises that I'm going to try. And if you're interested in trying them along with me, then they'll be there for you. All right, I'm going to go. I love you guys. Don't forget, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at It's Me, Christy Lee. And that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Mwah. Bye.